Lyle Burgess pleaded no contest to felony statutory rape of a girl who is now just 7 years old. The longtime Stockton businessman was sentenced on Wednesday to just 90 days house arrest detention and 5 years of informal probation. He does not have to register as a sex offender.
A 5-6-year-old little girl was molested. Normally the sentence is state prison, and then when you're released, you have to register as a sex offender.
Fox 40 reached out to Deputy District Attorney Kathy Murray to find out why Burgess was charged with just statutory rape and why he wouldn't have to register as a sex offender. Murray deferred us to the media person who instructed us to put our questions in writing online. We haven't heard back yet.
Future victims are not protected.
We also went to Burgess's home in an upscale gated community in Stockton. Sorry, we just wanted to give him the courtesy that we're doing a story, and if he had any comment at all, we wanted to make sure we reflected his side because we're talking to the other side as well. No comment from the family at all? No comment. Okay.
He's obviously very wealthy, and it's just an example of how the wealthy people, time and time again, escape the penalty for what they did.
Burgess founded Rare Parts, Inc., an automotive parts manufacturer and distributor.
They trusted this man. He was a family friend, and he took advantage of him.
Maleko says the sex assault happened after the family was invited over to Burgess's Calaveras County cabin back in 2016. As far as how the young victim is doing now,
The girl is not doing good. She's showing all the symptoms of somebody who's been molested. She's in counseling, and she's going to be in counseling all her life.
Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.
Okay, so I actually heard about this story. I think it may have been on Tariq Nasheed's Twitter account. I'm not exactly entirely sure. If any of my subscribers sent me this story, shout out to y'all, by the way, for sending it to me. So this man basically got off with the whole affluenza thing, sort of like how Ethan Couch got off with his. As I don't have to go into detail with Ethan Couch. But the reason this man pretty much walked away and with the slap on the wrist is because, like the guy said, he is wealthy, but also he is white at the end of the day. This man is 79 years of age. When he was 77, he molested a then 5-year-old girl, a girl who was young enough to be his great granddaughter. She is now 7 years old. Of course, she's still traumatized by this. This happened back in 2016. Him getting only 90 days on house arrest, and he doesn't have to register as a sex offender. Oh, to be white and wealthy in this establishment. That is exactly why he got a slap on the wrist. Remember, what's his name? Brock Turner. He only got 3 months in jail and he was supposed to receive a couple years by law. But see, the thing is, they make the laws up for them to benefit from, while they use the laws against us to truly punish us. And they can walk away unscathed. And I don't know if Brock Turner even had to register as a sex offender. To be honest, I can't remember if he did or if he didn't. All I know is he only got 3 months in jail. Now you don't really hear about him anymore because he had to pretty much hide out. You know, they wanted to protect his future and whatnot. That was one of the excuses that they used. That's kind of the way they were leaning towards Ethan Couch, but it was more so he was so wealthy he didn't know what right from wrong at the age of 13 or 14 or however old he is or was at the time. But this guy was 77 when he raped and molested that girl at 5 years old. 90 days house arrest, no registration as a sex offender, and more importantly, no jail time. Like I said in the beginning, owed to be white and wealthy in this establishment, where the rules are pretty much laid out for you, pretty much since the time you were conceived. Did you see where he lived at? It's no wonder he didn't get any time. He has the court system in his back pocket. He most likely knows the judge. And notice that is mostly or pretty much every time these kinds of cases come up, it's always a white male. Pretty much at this point, no matter the age. I mean, you've seen Brock Turner. He represents the young. The one I recently did on that other guy, he represents the middle age. This guy represents the senior citizens. So it doesn't really matter. I think at this point, all we need is a little kid, and we got a full set. A full house, I should say. Don't think it's not going to happen, because it most likely will. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one.